Hey everyone, welcome back. We'll be yogaing today, a nice, gentle practice that really focuses on that connection to breath and body. So we'll begin down on our backs. A nice long spine. Taking any wriggles or movements that you need. Feet can be to the floor. Back of the neck is long. Bring your awareness to your breath. Just noticing that flow of breath. And just giving yourself some time to set that intention to practice mindfully, to show up in an active way to connect with your breath and your body, to allow your breath to be the anchor for the present moment. And your arms can be out to the side, or we can bring them down to the belly, the ribs, and one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Whatever calls to you. I have been enjoying having my hands over my lower abdominals, just feeling that connection. If we breathe in through the nose, we can let go out through the mouth. Nice big breath in through the nose. And release through the mouth. We'll do one more like that. So breathing in, finding that expansion, that awareness of breath, that connection to the body. And then as we breathe out, we let everything go. We let go of the breath, let go of the activity, that effort through the body. We let go of anything that we don't need to be holding on to and to take into the rest of our day. After that round of breath, we come back to our even in through the nose and out through the nose. And then from here, when we're ready, we'll gently bring the knees in to the chest. Notice that gentle change through the spine. You can rock here if you like. We're moving with intention everything that we do on the mat today. Continue to breathe in fully, maybe feeling that expansion of the ribs, the belly on the legs now that we've got them into the chest. Noticing that strength and energy through the arms as we draw the legs into the chest. Seeing if we can soften the belly here. Melt the shoulders down into the floor. If you are moving, we find stillness. Let's let the left leg go long. We keep the right leg in. Leg can either be long or foot to the floor. Choice is yours. Connect in with the pelvis, the abdominals. We're beginning to engage a little through the belly. Notice if we're even through the hips. And we can even release that leg a little and draw it in. Release a little and draw it in. Notice that shift through the hips, through the spine, particularly the lower spine, wherever else you may be feeling it. And we come back to the position that's most comfortable. We find that stillness. And then working with a bit of a floss through the hips into a side bend. I'm going to take that right leg all the way across the body and come back up. We can even find some external rotation and open that leg out. So we come across with our breath, intentional movement. We are here on the mat and we open it out to the side. Hands can absolutely be a part of this movement, gently guiding and assisting. Sometimes that feedback on the body from the hands is nice. Just another point to ground your attention. Just do a couple more like this. And really, I like the idea of moving with a slow, long, even breath, but it is your time. So if you need to move a little faster, you absolutely can. Let's make this the last one and make our way into a full twist. So adjusting where needed, maybe that's through the upper body. Shoulder blades can melt down into the floor. Arms can be out to the side or again on the body. Maybe we look away from the knees. We breathe here. Breath is the center of our focus. And we're gently making our way back to our backs, releasing that right leg. Let both legs go long. And a pause to notice the body. Notice the right side. Notice the left side. Notice where we're feeling the breath. And in your own time, we bring that left leg in. Long spines. Shoulder blades are heavy on the mat. You can release that leg a little. Draw it in. Release a little. Draw it in. And find your flow of breath, of movement. Few more rounds here. Now last one. Now we're going to flow into that twist and out of the twist. Just like the other side, or maybe not. Maybe we have those imbalances in the body and we notice that, and one side moves differently to the other, and that's okay. We are simply taking our time to notice the body, notice that movement, connection to our breath and our body. So you can go as deep into this as you like as we open the hip on that left side and close that movement. Breathing in deeply, full breath. Let's make this the last one. So finish the round you're on and we find our way into our twist to the right. I always like to adjust through my upper body, finding what works for you. Let's just melt down here, soften through the belly, the shoulders. We're feeling energy through the legs, seeing if we can release that. Maybe scanning through the body, noticing if there's a spot we're holding on to that we could release. Now let's unravel. Both legs along, adjusting on the mat so that we feel evenly grounded. The left side, the right side. Just observing here. Let's make our way all the way over, however you get there, all the way up and over to a wide-legged child's pose. So knees are wide, big toes together, hips reach back, and we melt the upper body forward. Maybe foreheads on the mat. Maybe we need a block under the head just to allow us that little bit more space. Sometimes being a little bit more elevated can allow the breath to flow a little better. So you decide where you need to be here. Melt down into the mat. Reach those hips back towards the heels. Let the breath flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Where do you feel your breath? Right, let's come up onto our forearms. If this doesn't feel right for the knees and the hips, you can come up into a tabletop. But if it does feel okay for you to hang out here, we're on the forearms. Your hands can be together or separate. Working through some spinal movement here. So we press into the floor, we round the spine back to the sky, and then belly drops down to the floor. We can look up a little if that's okay through the neck, and that's our flow. So finding that rhythm, that connection, bringing our attention inward. Seeing if we can find some movement from the tailbone, the very base of our spine here, all the way to the base of the skull. We can keep with this rhythm, or we can find some circles, rolling out to the side, down and around and up. We take one direction. Next time the belly is down low, we can change that direction. And we slowly come back to stillness. Come up onto the hands. Let's come all the way up. Interlace the fingers behind and open the chest. So we're squeezing the heels of the hands together, squeezing the elbows, shoulder blades together, opening the chest here. Maybe the head goes back. Maybe you even need a tea towel or a strap to get those hands a little closer together. Gently release and roll out the shoulders. Do both ways, yeah? Okay, let's come all the way back down to our child's pose. A round of breath. We lift up a little. That left hand goes under the right for threading the needle. We take the left ear to the mat. Find where we want to be here. Maybe that arm is soft in front. Maybe up above the head. Maybe we reach back for a bind. Wherever we need to be today on the mat, we feel in and we find that position. We allow the body to soften down into the floor. Again, you can grab a block under your head if you need the space. Full breath here. Follow that breath down into the body, to the bottom of the lungs. And then as we melt the lungs down, the body down, we follow that breath all the way up and out through the nose. All right. Unravel whatever position we're in. Top hand presses us up and out. We come back onto our hands. Pause here. Round the spine. Tuck the chin. Lift or pull the chest through. Lift the gaze up. Little bit of spinal flexion and extension. That connection to that movement. Allowing there to be some flow. And we make our way back into our child's pose, our wide-legged child's pose. Notice the left side. Notice the right side. Notice the body as a whole. Let's lift up. Right hand wraps under the left. Right ear to the mat. Find that placement for the top arm. Doesn't need to reflect or mirror the other side. Wherever you need to be on this side. And we breathe. Top hand lifts us up and out. And we come all the way up. Once again, actually, let's take the hands wide. Lift up to the sky, reaching really tall. Tall through the fingers, through the crown of the head. Ground down through the sits bones. Feel that connection to the abdominals. Breathe down into the ribs. And we melt it all down. A little wriggle through the body. And then we'll come up. Knees come together. A little shake from left to right, releasing anything there. Allowing the movement to be nice and fluid through the spine. Moving with our breath. And then we come back to stillness, and let's come all the way down onto our forearms in our Sphinx pose. Let's feel the connection up and in through the abdominals. The shoulders are pulling back. We can have some movement through the neck. Remain stillness. Big breath in and out. Let's lift the left hip, look towards the left foot. Back through center, lift the right hip, look back to the right foot. We're rocking here. Connect the movement to your breath. Keep belly active and gently massaging through the front of the pelvis and those deep abdominals. Finish up on an even round. Come back to center. Melt down. Hands come under the shoulders. Engage through the belly. Elbows squeeze towards the body. And we lift up into our cobra as high as we like. It doesn't have to be the full lift, but we are lifting, looking forward, breathing, feeling that strength through the body. Can we soften our feet a little? And when you're ready, we peel all the way back to our child's pose. Last one here. We lift up, cross the ankles, bring the feet out in front, or we are meeting with the legs out in front, mat distance apart, and as far away from the body as we're comfortable. Hands on the legs wherever we're comfortable. A last little bit of spinal movement. We're peeling back and rolling forward. Noticing where you are originating the movement from. Is it from those abdominal muscles? Are you rocking a pelvis? Perhaps the chest is guiding, or the head. Just noticing where this movement is originating from. And then to finish up, from the base of our spine, we roll down with as much control as we can, really articulating through the spine. We roll down, 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 head to the mat, and we release. Let the body be heavy. Feel the points of contact that we have with the ground. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees fall wide. Any wriggles or adjustments that you need, feel free to take that time here. Hands find the body. Can be the same spot as when we started, or it can be somewhere different. We allow the breath to flow naturally. We notice the body as a whole. We tune in. Feel free to spend as much time here as you need. When we're ready, the hands guide the legs back together. Hug the knees back into the chest one last time. Maybe we hold in stillness. Maybe you need a little bit more rocking to get that energy back, that awareness back into the body. When you're ready, we're over to our side and pressing ourselves all the way up to that seated position. Notice the body. Notice the space here, the flow of energy. We tune in. And we give thanks to ourselves for showing up, for taking this time to connect with your body physically, energetically. Thank you all for practicing. I hope that you enjoyed it. I do love to hear from you. So please like the video if you enjoyed it, comment, or subscribe to my page. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much.